Are you getting used to moving underwater?
I'm trying my best.
Just be patient for a little bit.
Detected signals of gray space entity activity. Be careful.
Executor, Miss Shirley, underwater combat is quite different from the type of combat you're used to, so be careful.
They're here.
Doing all right? That battle was quite tiring. Let's rest here for a while.
It's a lot tougher fighting under the water.
I feel okay.
The Executor adapts really quickly. I remember the first time any fought a battle underwater.
Is it very difficult?
She always likes to show off and wants to fight to the end, even though her mechanical body isn't built for underwater combat. After that, we asked the researchers at Inars to make some adjustments and upgrades to her, which resolved these issues. Maybe she's better than me at dealing with underwater enemies now.
Gray space entities around here seem to have become much more active than the last time I came here.
Yes. The population of gray space entities looks to be expanding, which is why the Mook Squad has been stationed here. But we alone are not enough to resist the growing threat. I informed Archon Alric about Vera's current situation. Asperia will send more executors to support them in the future. We must stop them before they create an even bigger crisis.
Let's get moving. We need to fix the communications with Meroria so that we can report on the changes at the bottom of the sea to Archon Larson.
We're about to enter even deeper waters. If you feel uncomfortable, please, let me know right away.
I seem to be feeling normal.
That's good.
Speaking of, that means Inners was built in the deep part of the Grand Sea.
Incredible!
Warning. An unknown individual has entered Inners.
Requesting identification.
Identity verification successful. Welcome back to Inners, Miss Moon.
This is an artificial current generator. We can use it to get to inners more quickly. Who are these droids?
These patrol droids are responsible for collecting dynamic water sample data for the area. They also collect Marsoid ore from the caves.
Marsoid ore? I feel like I've seen that before. Yes, Marsoid ore can be found widely throughout the Grand Sea. It is one of the primary energy sources for inners. However, it does create some interference with communication signals, so we should leave here. Inners is just up ahead. Compared with the small settlement built during the early stages of construction, the modern Inners has already fully taken shape and is continuing to develop. The surface environment on Vera isn't conducive to urban construction and development, and Meroria can only hold so many people. Inners has more development potential than Meroria, and resources are more abundant deep in the ocean. Perhaps Inners will be the better place to live in the future. Building an underwater city. It's hard to imagine. A lot of people thought the Second City project was a pipe dream at first. However, this impossible plan became a reality once a waterproof force field was developed and implemented.
A miracle?
Yes, a miracle that came from everyone's hard work.
Madam Lin, I'm Lieutenant Roy, and I'm here to welcome everyone. Madam Fiona is waiting for everyone's arrival in the council chamber.
Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Never mind. Please go in. Don't keep Madam Fiona waiting.
This is Inners. The residential area is spread out along the edges. Even though it can't hold as many people as Meroria, at least it doesn't feel as colorless.
The management and development of...
Madam Fiona, this is the patrol report compiled by Mr. Lucius. Please take a look at it. The inspection route of patrol droids has been adjusted this week. I've marked several key areas that need special attention.
How considerate. Thank you. Why is he still dealing with the routine tasks of the security force? He should have rested and recuperated at home as prescribed.
Resting at home could do nothing but make me more sick. The best treatment is to keep working. So said Mr. Lucius.
He's so stubborn. You and Lori could help support him, but don't overdo yourselves.
Okay, I'll make proper arrangements. I'll take my leave then.
It's been a while, Lynn. Do you have good news for me? I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. The loss of contact was caused by the Gray Space Entity attack on Outpost 10. It'll take some time to restore communications between the two places. Archon Larson is already working on it. He sent us here to take a look, as he was very concerned about the situation of Inners. How is it? Things aren't going well. Gray Space entities have launched attacks on many of our important facilities recently, and we are wading through the aftermath. The Gray Space entities in the tunnel have been temporarily suppressed. The communication system and long-range space rifts are under repair. As for the other things, I still haven't received the relevant reports. Until the communication device and space rift are fixed, we'll be temporarily stationed in Inners to help deal with matters related to Gray Space entities. This is the Executor and Shirley from Asperia. Hopefully we can share the burden on your shoulders as your reinforcements. Meroria is a long way from Inners. Thank you, everyone. Please rest for a while. I don't need to rest. Reminisce with me. How have you been? You're always so busy. Come by and see me when you're free. Later. I'll stop by if I have time. Then it's settled?
Remember to bring Ruby with you. I want to give my birthday present to her myself, even though it will be a little late. There's a lot we have to do to ensure that the children have a carefree childhood.
Right.
Is there something you wanted to say?
Shirley, please put up a temporary barrier to block communications. Rubilia has awakened.
Rubilia? Is she still well?
It's hard to explain briefly, but she is still under the influence of the gray space entity. She told us that a type of gray space entity called the Hive Mother is watching Inners closely. Perhaps the gray space entities that are active in Inners are related to this.
Is the Hive Mother the chief of the gray space entities?
We don't have more accurate information on this for the time being. Fiona, maybe you've also noticed it was no accident that Inners had lost contact with Meroria this time.
Avoiding the well-defended Meroria and Inners, the gray space entities intentionally attacked our weak spot to efficiently cut off the connection between the two cities and prevent them from supporting each other.
Perhaps this situation is what the Hive Mother wants. After all, Inners would become an isolated island after its requests for reinforcements from Meroria were cut off. Other than the Hive Mother, there's one more thing you need to be wary of, Fiona. When we investigated Outpost 10, we discovered a parasitic type of gray space entity. We're calling them disguisers for now. Disguisers have the ability to parasitize humans, making its host a puppet under control. And it's difficult for us to identify hosts with our current technology. They look the same as ordinary people.
That means everyone in Inners could be the eyes and ears of the gray space entities.
I'll keep my guard up against all personnel of Inners. Even you.
You truly haven't changed. I understand. This intel confirms some of my previous suspicions. According to the feedback from the Mook Squad, there have been changes in the behavioral patterns of some gray space entities. Their operations have become more purposeful, and they seem to be deliberately misleading us.
Are those creatures misleading us to disguise their true motives?
I arranged for the Mook Squad to go to the tunnel as reinforcements this time because...
Madam Fiona, Madam Lin, I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation. There's an emergency. Miss Shiro sent a reply a few minutes ago, saying that her hydrological detection device captured abnormal information again. But the communication between Inners and Miss Shiro was soon interrupted. We also noticed that the signals of gray space entities are getting stronger in her vicinity.
Leave this to me.
Please go to Shiro and provide support. Wanling, urge Glenn to decipher this abnormal information. It may help us understand the patterns that dictate the activity of gray space entities. Improve the security of the nearby waters, and remind the residents not to approach dangerous areas. I'll leave this to you, Roy.
Understood.